Hello, this is Kate, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading from August the 22nd, which is a Monday, right through to Sunday, August 28th. So I'm going to be using the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards today, and this first card is White Terra, Sensitivity. Okay, so this card is just letting us know kind of how things are going to be shaping up in the beginning of the week, so Monday and Tuesday. And this card says, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So I think there's times when we can kind of tune things out and kind of get through the day without letting things get to us, and then there's other times that we need to kind of honor our sensitivity and honor our sensitive side. So going into this week, it's gonna be very important to honor that part of ourselves. So not to beat ourselves up if we're feeling a little bit exhausted or extra sensitive. You just want to honor that feeling. And this could be a sensitivity to something like very, minor and specific, like the card says, chemicals. So if you're getting kind of rashy or if your allergies are acting up, being extra mindful as to what kind of soaps you're using and kind of the chemicals that you might use for cleaning and that sort of thing. But it can also mean something a bit deeper, so being aware of kind of what your environment is like at work, being aware of what your friendships are like, and being aware of how you feel around certain people. So just noticing which people in your life make you feel very negative or heavy, and what people make you feel more relaxed and calm and more uplifted. And so you want to be able to honor the side by being able to maybe say no to spending time with the people who make you feel a little more negative, and just taking more time out for yourself. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week, we've got Hathor, Receptivity. Okay, and this card says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. I think if we find ourselves, in the middle of the week feeling like almost like a pressure to get it all done or to do it right, to do something right, it might be helpful to remind ourselves to take a step back and not be so aggressively focused on doing, and kind of take a step back and focus on being, and thinking about being more receptive and kind of more still, developing kind of a sense of inner stillness and being a little more open and receptive as opposed to kind of forging ahead, forcing ourselves to do something. So I guess put differently, it's kind of the difference between the yin and yang energy. So the yang energy is the very kind of aggressive, go out and do kind of energy, and then the yin is the more feminine, kind of receptive energy. So if you might kind of come up against some challenges in the middle of the week. And I think these challenges are going to have to do with feeling like you aren't doing something right, or you don't have the ability to get the job done or to do something correctly. And this is just a reminder that you do have those, you do have a lot of resources inside you. So I think this card is more about kind of turning inward and then being calm and patient, and then waiting to receive those gifts. Okay, so moving on to the weekend, and we've got Sarasvati, the arts, and this card says, express yourself through creative activities. So this is a wonderful card to get for the weekend. So the weekend's going to be all about creative expression. And this could be through, the usual kind of creative channels like dancing and singing and poetry and painting and things like that. But it could also be expressing yourself through different kind of different creative means as well. But I think ideally this card, what it really is saying is to be expressive. Not necessarily creative, but to just be able to express your voice and kind of express your essence or who you are without that kind of censor or fear that you're going to offend people. So being able to go out into the world, express yourself, share your gifts with others without that that fearful censor that we sometimes have that holds us back. So this weekend you really don't want to hold back at all. And one tip for doing that, I think, is if there's something that you're wanting to do, like something creative, or if you're just getting out there and expressing something, you might want to kind of visualize how that's going to go for you and visualize how you want it to go and really spend time on visualizing it going really well and everything kind of unfolding for the highest good, and kind of focus on that in order to manifest those things. So just a quick recap of the week. So the beginning of the week we've got White Terra, sensitivity. So just being mindful of what our sensitivities are and how we're feeling, and being able to honor those sensitivities. So if we need to take a day off of work to stay at home, we should do that. Or if we need to have more rest time, or change the foods that we're eating, we should be able to do that as well. So this is really a card about self-care and just being very observant as to what your feelings are in your environments. And then towards the center of the week we've got Hathor, receptivity. So just kind of moving our energies inward and being more receptive as opposed to active. So being able to kind of sit back and kind of open up and kind of let the insights come to us rather than, forging out into the world trying to find the answer. And then moving on to the weekend, we've got Sarasvati, the arts, and this is all about expressing yourself and being able to express yourself with kind of beauty, grace, and without fear or without thinking you need to censor yourself. So whether you choose to express yourself creatively or in any way really, this card is just letting you know that you have what it takes, and this weekend is really the perfect opportunity to go out there and express yourself. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for joining me.